A common sight in the northern Mexican state of Tamaulipas, the aftermath of a deadly drug gang turf war with innocent bystanders dying in the crossfire. Mexican security forces are unable to contain the violence, and it may get worse. Authorities here say two powerful drug cartels, the Gulf and La Familia, have made a pact to oust the Zetas, former army commandos turned professional hitmen. They are fighting to control the state of Tamaulipas, a lucrative narcotics route that runs into the U.S. state of Texas.
Intelligence reports point out that a large number of members of La Familia of Michoacan are spread out in different areas at Tamaulipas, fighting against the Zetas for control of the various zones. It's important to say that the Familia group is providing their support to the Gulf cartel, since there has been a rivalry between the Familia group and the Zetas.
Violence escalated at the beginning of the year in Tamaulipas as the Zetas tried to take control of cities and small towns, especially those close to the U.S. border. In response, La Familia cartel deployed some of their members to this eastern Mexican state to aid the Gulf cartel, putting aside a once bitter rivalry to fight the Zetas. Official confirmation of the alliance came with the capture of this member of La Familia known as the Lamb. A U.S. official says the partnership also includes the Sinaloa cartel, the country's most powerful drug trafficking group.
It's everyone against Los Zetas, with a view to driving them out of Tamaulipas and, if possible, exterminating them.
There have been signs in past weeks of a growing turf war. Mexican army patrols have been ambushed by gunmen. Businesses have been burned down, and terrified residents of Mexican border towns fled into Texas. Last Friday, a grenade was thrown into the U.S. consulate compound in the border city of Nuevo Laredo, breaking windows but causing no injuries. The families of U.S. government employees in the region have been authorized to extend their relocation. They'd been given permission to leave Mexico after two people tied to the consulate in Ciudad Juarez were murdered last month. Calderón argues his deployment of thousands of soldiers against the gangs has been a winning long-term strategy. But with more than 20,000 killings in drug-related violence since President Calderón took office 3 years ago, people are left to wonder if government forces can do much, if anything, to stand up to the cartels. Mariana, Sanchez, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.